The good and bad things are what form us as people. Change makes us grow. The countryside, particularly, is very good for my head. Glamour to me is about remaining graceful and understated. Life is short, and it is here to be lived. The countryside, particularly, is very good for my head. I really believe in, move on, live and let live, forgive and forget. I'd much rather be known as some curvy Kate than as some skinny stick. It doesn't matter how old you are or what you do with your life, you will never stop needing your mum. And I will never stop needing mine, so thanks, Mum. You can't choose who you fall in love with, you know. It's very easy to be judgmental until you know someone's truth. Romance to me is spontaneity. It's not diamond earrings, it's a bunch of daffodils that's freshly picked from the field. I hope I'm always learning something. No one has a right to comment on anyone's life or the choices I do or don't make. I wanted to play incredibly challenging, multifaceted characters. Because we are all a puzzle. I think heartbreak is something that you learn to live with as opposed to learn to forget. My kids don't go back and forth, none of this 50-50 time with the mums and dads. My children live with me, that is it. Real luxury is having the time to read endless stories in bed with my children. And I get that all the time. I'm so blessed. I'm not a gardener. I wish I was. I'm not a believer in hiding things from my kids because ultimately they are going to have questions, they feel things. It's funny when someone says to you you're hot and all that, because I don't think of it in that way. I love Lancome's l'Absolu Rouge lipstick, as it lasts. Unless you spend the whole night snogging, you won't need to reapply it. I think I can see more clearly now, about how the pattern of past experiences has shaped who I am and the characters I have played, and I'm grateful for that. I'm no stranger to the occasional dodgy juice, but it doesn't taste very nice and it is bloody boring. It's not a way to live. I've decided I am going to start loving my backside because I don't know anyone who does that. And for my daughter, I want to be able to say to her, I love this. I've never left them to go do a film. No, we all go together. I could never leave them. My kids are my whole world. A lot of the girls were awful. Very catty. It was a competitive environment that I didn't like. You have no idea of the anorexia I saw around me. My favorite breakfast probably in the whole wide world, real treaty favorite breakfast, is Eggs Benedict. I wouldn't dream of working on something that didn't make my gut rumble and my heart want to explode. The whole concept of grounding children is utterly stupid, they just go off and rebel and don't like you. When my kids eventually come along, I don't want them to not like me. I'd rather do theater and British films than move to LA in hopes of getting small roles in American films.